So a lot of young people around my age in high school who get onto self-improvement habits, or they might not even consider it to be self-improvement, but they get into like good habits, reading, meditating, gratitude journaling, maybe working out, going to the gym, whatever. But cold showers, that's a good one. But school. They're very busy with school, they're very busy with sports, they're very busy with homework. And this happened to me recently. Over the summer, I was very consistent with meditating and gratitude journaling. I was very consistent with those two. But with school, football, and soccer, which I do all three, obviously, um, I fell off of them.
I completely forgot that I had this mic, so the audio is going to be way better from now on. But look, so I just started getting back into my habits. How am I doing this? The first way is realizing that you need to stop. You need to stop. What's the word? Relying on willpower. The whole discipline, willpower, like David Goggins type of mindset, that type of thing is good when you're like pushing through a hard workout or you're pushing through a long run or you're trying to like, I don't know, talk yourself into doing something that you haven't done before. That's what that is good for. But we need to stop trying to apply that type of mindset to literally everything. So stop trying to force yourself to do these good habits at a certain time. You have to understand that your habits will die when the time or place that you're trying to do them at doesn't really match your energy. And you have to be aware of this because over the whole summer, I meditated in the morning and I gratitude journaled in the morning every single morning. And that's when I did it. I was very consistent in doing it in the morning right after I got out of the shower. But now that school started, my mornings are a little bit not hectic, but like I gotta like get my stuff together. Um I gotta eat, I gotta do all that. I don't have a whole lot of time. I know it sounds really stupid, it sounds really simple and really obvious, but this is the first step to getting your consistency back. If you're trying to meditate in the mornings, for example, but some mornings you take a little bit longer in the bathroom, or you take little bit longer like trying to figure out what to wear, and you're forgetting to meditate at least a couple times a week, so you're just not fully consistent in it, then just find a different time. That's the first step. It's the easiest step. That's why it's the first step. Just do that. So after you found a better time to do the habits that you want to get into, you have to get your environment right. So I'm going to keep using meditation as an example for the habit that we're trying to get consistent in. But listen, so we're trying to meditate every night, right? Because that's the time that works for us. We get into bed, we're a little bit tired, and we just go to sleep. Because there's nothing in our environment that's setting us up for success. In fact, that's actually setting you up for failure. Because if you want to meditate before bed, but your bed's looking all comfy, you're probably just finna go to sleep. I mean, it's the same thing. Like you're walking down the street one day, you got a kind of ugly fit, and maybe not ugly, but you didn't put the fit on today. You're not looking that good. You're not looking your best. Your hair's a little bit messed up, and you see a pretty girl and you don't talk to her. But then another day, you walk down the street with a group of friends. You're in a social mood. You're talking with them. You're laughing. Your hair looks good. Your acne's gone. You got a nice fit on, and you're probably like 90% more likely to go talk to the girl because your environment is right. So you got to make your environment right to do the habits. So this does not have to be complicated at all. Literally, if I want to meditate before bed, I put my journal in my bed because I'm also going to gratitude journal before bed as well. So I put that in my bed so that way I see it. I pretty much like if I forget that I already put it there, I probably just lay down on it and I feel it and I'll be like, oh yeah. And I get that John, and then I know I got a gratitude journal, so then I gratitude journal, and then I know I got to meditate, so I meditate. Literally, that's like the easiest way to set your environment up for success. Literally, very, very easy. Now, obviously, depending on what habit you're trying to get into, get consistent in, you're going to have to set up your environment in different ways, whether that's more complicated or less complicated. Just play around with it. Anyways, so the next thing is stacking habits. So I just said that I'm reminded to meditate because I have my gratitude journal in my bed. So I basically have gratitude journaling and meditation almost like chained together. And I take cold showers in the morning. So over the summer, I used to do cold shower, and then I knew right after cold shower, I go gratitude journal. And then right after that, I go meditate. Now I do cold showers in the morning and then that stuff in the evening, so it's not really chained together anymore. But you can chain a lot of habits together, and that's a great way to be productive. I keep my gratitude journal in my bed while I'm reading, so I get into bed and I open my laptop to read, and then I have my gratitude journal with me. So that's three habits that I have chained together right there. Understand that consistency isn't about doing everything every single day. It's just about not losing momentum. So if you miss a day, fine. Just don't lose your overall momentum. With all that being said, my Instagram is the first link in the description. If anybody here has any type of questions about anything, hit me up on there and I'll reply to you. But without all that being said, bro, if you watched to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And yeah, I'm out.